Bonjour and welcome to This is Paris, your weekly look behind the scenes of French champions Paris Saint-Germain. This week we take a look back at a real classic when an inspirational Angel Di Maria got one over the old enemy. What makes a man? We sit down with defender, husband, father, friend and artist Thomas Meunier to find out. And can the Champions League be the making of the girls? The Paris Saint-Germain women battle it out with Chelsea for a place in Europe's last four.
Bonjour, c'est Khadija Toudiani.
C'est Thomas Meunier, défenseur du Paris Saint-Germain, et vous regardez This is Paris.
But let's start by turning back the clock to before the international break and the huge final clash of week 29, Le Classique, between Paris Saint-Germain and Marseille at the Parc des Princes.
These are matches that we love, that the supporters love. Very important to keep our unbeaten run against them going.
Les Rouges et Bleus are unbeaten in 18 classiques in a row in all competitions. Before the match, Kylian Mbappé received the Player of the Month award for February, his second gong this season after August. Mario Balotelli had the first chance. Alphonse Areola equal to the test.
It was very tough. He was on my side most of the match. He's a good player, very powerful. We tried to contain him as best as possible and we did the job. It's always nice to play against great players. It was a great challenge for me tonight.
It was an even opening, but Paris was suddenly dealt two blows in as many minutes as Dani Alves and then Thomas Meunier went off injured.
We have a big enough squad to deal with these problems.
We had to replace Dani and Thomas, but we didn't lose our confidence or any quality, and that's exceptional.
La qualité, c'est exceptionnel.
Golan Dagba made his classique bow.
I didn't know I'd be coming on so early in the match, but I felt good, and my teammates helped me settle as quickly as possible. It was great.
He has a great mentality. He's always calm. He doesn't talk too much, and he shows each and every day we can count on him. Thomas Tuchel's side finally went ahead in first half stoppage time. Kylian Mbappé finishing off a stunning team move, started and assisted by a sublime Angel Di Maria. The control and then the pass were both exceptional because the pass was perfect for Kylian to finish first time. But Paris were caught out just 27 seconds into the second half when Saint-Germain equalised.
It was a small mistake that cost us. We might have dropped our heads, but we kept playing our game. At the start of the second half, we knew we had to stay focused. They managed to score, but we reacted very positively.
Thanks especially to Ángel Di María. The Argentina ace fired his side back in front with a magic finish from an impossible angle. Paris were a goal to the good and then found themselves a man to the good as well when Steph Mondonda was sent off for handling outside his box. And just to rub salt into the wound, Di María curled home a majestic free kick, his second in as many matches.
We see him doing this every day. As soon as training is finished, he sets up the wall and he takes free kicks. Like we say, hard work pays off. It's great for him, and above all, it's great for us.
He's always practicing at training, after each session, free kick after free kick. It's his thing.
It's great. He's in great form. We're all very happy. He's a great guy to have on the pitch. He works very hard. He's also a great guy off the pitch. That's how he is. He deserves it. You get what you deserve, and he deserves the very best.
Kylian Mbappe could have added to the scoreline from the penalty spot. But in the 4th minute of stoppage time, Yohan Pelé made the save. The final whistle confirmed the 3-1 victory, a 15th consecutive home win in Ligue 1 this season, the best home record of any side in Europe's top 5 leagues. The team showed an exceptional reaction, whether it's been in training after Manchester United, the match against Dijon, and again here tonight. This was another deserved win.
Nobody really knows me. Even my family discover new things about me.
A footballer, but also a husband, a father, a friend, and even an artist. A patchwork of many dimensions. This week on This Is Paris, we asked the question, just who is Thomas Meunier?
My simplest idea is that the player on the pitch reflects what he is in real life. And I would say Thomas Meunier on the pitch is someone who tries hard, fights hard, and respects the team. I have always had this idea of the team, teamwork and team spirit, and that has always driven me. You'll have to ask my wife. I try to look after her, to be close and affectionate. That Thomas is more or less calm and relaxed.
Ça, c'est un Thomas plutôt calme, voilà, posé.
My wife calls me a doting father, and sometimes you have to be stern, but I like to be affectionate with them, give them cuddles, taking them in my arms. Thomas the softie. She can be a little strong. She can be quite tough, and the kids understand her very quickly.
In fact, they don't listen to Dad.
They listen to me, but normally at the third time of asking. The artist, it's a way to escape, to get away from things a little. When I go and see an exhibition, I like to take my time, enjoy the moment, look at the work for 20 minutes, analyze it. I find it really relaxing. It's really a source of inner peace.
Thomas
that goes out with his mates? Well, it depends which mates. But it can really get out of hand, depending on who I'm with. But nowadays, most of them are kept under control by their wives. I have a few mates that are kept on a short leash, so to speak. But I know that when we all get together, it promises to be a great night with a completely relaxed and free Thomas. The happy-go-lucky Thomas, I'm generally a pretty happy person. The joker in me will finish training, go and have a beer with his mates, go and get a bite to eat. And when I go back to Belgium, it's different, because there I catch up with everyone. The family, the friends, and every day there's something new. One day it's raclette, the next it's fondue, then it's raclette again, and then we go out. Then it's one thing or another. I'm always up to something.
And that's Thomas Meunier.
That's Thomas Meunier.
Coming up on This Is Paris, the internationals are back in training to prepare for the end of the season sprint finish. The Montreal fan club celebrates 10 years with Le Classique. And the girls fly the Rouge et Bleu on the continent in the Women's Champions League.
Bonjour, c'est Kadidiatou Diani et vous regardez This Is Paris.
No less than 12 Paris Saint-Germain players had been away on national team duty during the March international break, but they were all back at the Uridu training centre on Wednesday, 5 days before returning to Ligue 1 action away to Toulouse in week 30 of the season. And at the same time, Julian Draxler and Edinson Cavani continued to work their way back from injury. The German World Cup winner coming back from a strained left thigh, while the Uruguay ace is currently sidelined with an injured tendon in his right hip. The day of Le Classique is always a special day for the fans of Paris Saint-Germain, but Sunday, the 17th of March 2019, was an extra special day for the fan club Guadeloupe. Having arrived in the capital a few days earlier, these loyal fans from the other side of the planet were given a guided tour of the Parc des Princes.
I have been supporting Paris Saint-Germain since 1987, and this is the first time I have come to the stadium. I'm the envy of all my friends. This is magic. A dream, just a dream.
C'est un rêve.
Ici c'est Paris! Paris!
And on the same day, 5,500 kilometers away, the fan club Montreal was celebrating its 10th birthday on the day of Le Classique. These same fans that we met back in 2015 when the Trophée des Champions was played at the Saputo Stadium.
Hi, I'm Loic. I'm the president of the PSG fan club Montreal that was founded 10 years ago. I was a season ticket holder at the Parc des Princes, and when I arrived in Montreal 10 years ago, I felt that something was missing for the community of supporters here. I wanted to hook up with others that shared the same passion as I do, and that's why we created the Paris Saint-Germain Club Montreal. That was really the initiative of all of us fans that were in Montreal at that time.
Over 100 fans met up in a bar in town to cheer their Chargers on to victory on this historic day.
We wish you a very pleasant day. Thank you.
On the eve of their UEFA Women's Champions League quarter-final, the Paris Saint-Germain ladies were on their way to London.
Hello， 我们到伦敦啦！明天准备欧冠1/4的决赛，等我们好消息。
After a quick stop at the team hotel, Olivier Echouafny's players visited the Kings Meadow pitch for the traditional pre-match training session. One last hit out before the big game.
Oh là 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 là.
The match itself was a real tactical battle. The first real chance of the match coming on the hour mark in favour of Paris. Ashley Lawrence seeing her shot saved by former Paris keeper Anne-Catherine Berger. But Chelsea finished strongly. Hannah Blundell opened the scoring with an unstoppable lob over Christiane Endler. And then Erin Cuthbert gave the Blues a 2-goal lead to defend in the 88th minute.
I think we need to show our true potential. The girls didn't play well today, not at all. Now we have to find solutions as a team. We made far too many mistakes. We were up against a Chelsea side that played to their strengths and were technically very strong. They made the most of our positioning mistakes to score 2 goals.
We are going to work very hard in the coming days to be ready for the return leg.
Ça lève la tête et pousse, 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 pousse. Ok. 5 appuis.
We were very frustrated. We didn't stick to the plan we'd worked on in training. We didn't do what we said we'd do. We didn't create enough, so obviously we are frustrated. But we have analyzed the match, and now we have 5 days to try and be ready for the second leg. We have to produce a big match on Wednesday. We hope the whole squad is in good form and we can play well, and above all, qualify.
On the final Wednesday in March, a pulsating Stade Jean-Bouin was the setting for the second leg of the UEFA Women's Champions League clash, with Paris needing at least 2 unanswered goals. Les Rouges et Bleus dominated the opening stanza without finding the back of the net. Marie-Antoinette Katoto and Kadidiatou Diani both failing to hit the target. But reboosted at half-time, Les Parisiens were right back in the tie when Diani turned home Ashley Lawrence's cross. And 10 minutes later, Anne-Catherine Berger fumbled Wang Shuang's corner into her own goal, and Paris Saint-Germain had squared the tie at 2-2. Paris went in search of that third goal that would send them to the semis. Katoto denied by Berger. Wang's effort curling just wide. Without a clear scoring chance in the entire match, Chelsea then struck on the counter-attack in the first minute of stoppage time through Maren Mjelde. Substitute Signe Brun had one last chance, but despite their victory, Paris were eliminated in heartbreaking circumstances.
They gave it everything and didn't get what they deserved. That's the cruelty of football at this level. They didn't even have a chance, but they scored at the end. We could have gone into extra time to try and get that third goal. But I am very, very proud of the girls and what they achieved this evening.
We played very well tonight. We just didn't get that third goal that would have sent us on our way. It really hurts to concede that goal in the last minute. We have to keep working hard because we still have things to achieve this season. Tomorrow we go straight back to work.
Tonight's performance was also thanks to the atmosphere. The supporters were exceptional. Throughout the match, we let them dream it was possible. We believed right until the end. Unfortunately, We lacked that final ball, that little goal for us to qualify.
Qualifier de marquer ce troisième but.
Abonnate al canal de YouTube de Paris Saint-Germain.
Abonne-toi à la chaîne YouTube du Paris Saint-Germain.
Subscribe to the Paris Saint-Germain channel.
Inscreva-se no canal do YouTube do Paris Saint-Germain.